Well, here we fucking go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Finally gonna do this review of the Halo Infinite tech preview. Been wanting to do it for a few days, but work's been kinda rough. Haven't really had the time, but I'm off for a couple days, so here we go. If you have already played the beta, don't worry about it. You don't have to watch the video if you don't want to. But if you haven't, you want to learn something, you want to know what you're getting yourself into when the game comes out, this is for you. And if anyone wants to correct me on things, or if I miss anything, please feel free to comment down below. This is going to be an educational video for people that haven't got a chance to play the tech preview and possibly will not get a chance. There is at least one more tech preview that's going to happen. They have confirmed it. So, hopefully you get in. If you don't, here's this video. I'm going to be talking over this VOD of mine. I streamed a decent amount of the Infinite Beta. This is going to be from the last day of the beta, about maybe 6 hours before it ended. I skipped ahead a little bit because I was like sucking and stuff, and people were stealing my kills, so it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good. You wouldn't get a good idea of how the game is. It's going to be on mute, obviously. I was thinking about using my webcam for this video, but just so you can see how much I freaking love this game. But I want you to listen to me and listen good. I don't want there to be any distractions. So here we go. Let's just get this in a full screen here. Okay, first things first. We're going to be going over the weapons, and then abilities, equipment, maps, UI, bots. Only going to be talking about the new medals, and then we're going to do some miscellaneous to end the video. So first things first, let's get into the weapons. So we've got the MA40 assault rifle, which is, nothing's really changed too much on it. It's basically the same assault rifle we're used to. It's powerful, it's easy to use. Like I said, not much different from Halo 5, and that's all I got for you on that. Aim down sight is back, from Halo 5. Every weapon, even if it doesn't have a scope, you can still aim down the sight, and you can be more accurate. So that works really well with the assault rifle. And then we've got a new one. We've got the Pulse Carbine. The Storm Rifle and the Carbine are not going to be in Halo Infinite. They've actually taken the two weapons and combined them to make a new weapon. This gun is pretty overpowered, if I do say so myself. It is a shield breaker at close range, and pretty much, if you're not shooting this gun long range, you will probably want to just use it as a shield breaker. So just, shoot one burst, that's enough to break someone's shield, and then take out your pistol or your battle rifle, and then just kill them and finish it off. And then, it is a two-shot kill, but at close range and mid-range, I felt like this weapon really wasn't working too well. Maybe I wasn't using it right, who knows, but it is a two-shot kill. First burst breaks the shield, second, boom, they're dead. What else? I was going to say something else about this gun. It overheats. All the guns in this game that overheat, you can vent. I think you hold down the B button or something. No, I think it might be the X button that you hold down. Whatever gun you don't reload with, because I play on Bumper Jumper. I know a lot of people play on default. Default reload is X, and then it's B for Bumper Jumpers. So for me, if you're on Bumper Jumper, I think it's X to vent, and then B if you're not on Bumper Jumper. But yeah, I think it needs a nerf. It's not as long range as a sniper, but it's still pretty long range. The thing that's really crazy about this gun is the 3 burst bullets. They actually home in on whatever you're targeting. So yeah, you're not really going to miss with this at long range. The next, we've got the battle rifle, or the BR75. In my opinion, this is the best battle rifle that we've gotten since Halo 2. Your shots actually register. It's not a broken Halo 3 BR. It's not a nerfed Halo 5 BR. It's not as, I don't know. It doesn't feel as good as the Halo 2 BR. But is very strong. It's a 4-shot kill still. It sounds amazing. It sounds powerful, and it 100% should be the primary weapon that we use in competitive settings. 100%. It's really good. Pick it up whenever you see it. It's amazing. The next one is another new weapon. We have the VK78 Commando. It is insanely powerful. You can tap it at mid-long range. It's an automatic weapon. It's fully auto, but if you tap it at mid-long range, I felt it to be pretty useful. I do think it needs a nerf. It is pretty strong, pretty strong, and yeah, so they should take a look at that. But I love it though. It's really fun to use. One of my favorite guns in the game. I don't know if this is the game. I do remember on this map right here is called Recharge. I did get a kill tag with it, and it was really fun to use. The next gun is going to be the MK50 Sidekick, or you just want to call it the pistol. That's fine too. Basically, they took the Magnum from Halo 2 and the pistol from Halo 5, and they combined them together. It is now a 7-shot kill. As you can see, it has kind of like a black, I don't know, with the lighting on it, kind of look brownish decal on it. It can't shoot as far as the Halo 5 pistol. The bloom is pretty forgiving unless you're just completely spamming the shot. As you see, I just picked up the Commando. It's a pretty crazy gun. 20 bullets in the magazine. But yeah, the pistol, the bloom on it isn't going to be too bad. It's one of the, like pretty much every human gun, it does have bloom, but you really notice the bloom in this game if you use the pistol. Every other gun, you're not really going to notice the bloom too much, even though there is bloom on the Commando, but barely, as you can see. But going back to the pistol, it fires very fast. 7-shot kill to the head. It's 2 more than the 5-shot from Halo 5. It is weaker than the battle rifle. I really feel like it is weaker than the battle rifle. It's not as good. That's why I was saying that this gun should not be the primary weapon in competitive play. I don't think it's going to play well. But it's really fun to use, and there's a reason why it's called a sidekick, and with them calling it the sidekick, that makes me believe that they're going to be, not having this be the primary weapon, so that's good. Next is going to be the plasma pistol. Not too much, to talk about with the plasma pistol. It's just your standard, plasma pistol that we all know and love. I find it to be similar in a way to Halo 3, maybe a little bit better, maybe not as hard to use. It didn't really change much, to be honest with you. It got a new little update to the reticule, where when it's fully charged and ready to fire at somebody, it does a little universal spin. But other than that, no, it's pretty much the same. And we got a new shotgun. It's called the CQS-48 Bulldog. It's pretty much the Bulldog from if you guys play Warzone or Call of Duty, any of the Call of Duties that have the Bulldog, or I think Battlefield might have the Bulldog. It's pretty much the same thing. 7 shots are in the magazine. It goes boom, 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 boom. It's not like the regular shotgun where you go boom and then you gotta go and then boom. So I think it goes like boom, boom, boom. So it's kind of something like that. It is strong. There was, I don't know if it was the Bulldog specifically, there was a glitch in the beta where you would shoot someone with the Bulldog. I only saw it with the Bulldog, but the shots just wouldn't count at all. So I don't know what that was about. But yeah, Bulldog's pretty cool. Next we've got the Heatwave. Now this is going to be an interesting gun. It is a starting out horizontal, and then you can cycle it to a vertical plasma beam. So I forget, they changed around the guns on the map. So like, if we play Recharge again, it'll be like different weapons and stuff. They cycle out the guns on each map, just so they're not tied down to a specific map. But the Heatwave is interesting. I'm not quite sure. I didn't really get to use it too much. I tested it out a lot in the Academy, which I'll talk about later. But yeah, it's interesting. It shoots like I feel like it's like a 5 burst plasma beam, it starts out really condensed and then it spreads out horizontally. I feel like vertical is better, and vertical does more damage, and it's better for headshots. But if you're just trying to like break their shield, then I would go with horizontal. It definitely fires faster horizontally, and slower vertically. And then it's another gun where you vent it. I think I don't know. No, actually, you know what? This gun is interesting. It uses plasma, but it doesn't overheat. It comes with bullets, but like it's got like I don't even know how to describe it. It's got a weird reloading mechanism where you just reload it from your stock, and it does a little weird animation. I don't know. I can't describe it. It's a very unique weapon. It's definitely fun to use, I'll tell you that. And I do believe you can bank. It's like the brute shot from Halo 2, where you can bank it off the ground and the ceiling and maybe the walls. But like I said, I didn't get enough time to use it. So, and then the next thing is we've got the Needler. Now this is by far the strongest Needler we've ever seen in a Halo game. Even better than Halo 3. I don't know if we're gonna see. I don't know if I'm gonna be using it here or not, but it is crazy. You cannot miss your shots with this gun. I don't think there's too many bullets in the reserves. I think you can reload like 2.5 times, and then you're out of bullets. But yeah, this is a power weapon. I'm talking a power weapon. It's OP. It definitely needs a nerf to balance it out. Now here's the interesting thing about the Needler that I'm pretty sure it hasn't been in any Halo game that has had Needler. If you reload this gun when it is, if it has any bullets in the magazine, it will reload faster than if it didn't. So if it's empty and you reload, it's going to be a slower reload. So you're going to want to, after your first kill, you're going to want to reload. Even if you have like 15 needles left in the magazine, you're going to want to reload. It's going to be a faster reload for you. So yeah, other than that, it's still, it's still Needler we all know and love. Next is going to be the S7 Sniper. Now the sniper in this game is 343 has brought back the sniper that we've all known and loved from Halo 3, from Halo 2. It's strong, it's powerful. It's definitely easier to now this is going to sound strange, but it definitely is easier to no scope with the sniper in this game than scoping in. I don't know what it is, but like myself and a ton of other players cannot. Even the pros were saying that they can't seem to land their shots really when they're scoped in with the sniper. No scoping though, no, I got no problem with hitting my shots no scoping. I don't know. It almost feels like it's the beam rifle from Halo 4, where you didn't even need to scope in with the thing. You just needed to line up your shot and that's it. But yeah, it doesn't look like a refrigerator or a tank anymore. It looks like a normal sniper rifle. It sounds powerful as fuck. I think they might want to. If they plan on bringing in a Team Sniper playlist or a Shoddy Sniper playlist in this game, I feel like they really want to think about toning down the audio, because if we're hearing these, and now when I say that it sounds powerful, I mean it is powerful as fuck. Now, if there's only 1 or 2 snipers on the map and people are using, that's fine, but I mean, if there's a Team Snipers game going on, you're just going to be hearing boom, 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 and it's going to get annoying after a while. So you might want to think about toning down the audio. But yeah, other than that, it's just, this is a sniper. Now we've got the Skewer. So this is going to be the brute version of a sniper rifle. Now that we've got the Covenant, we've got the Covenant weapons, the human weapons, and now, since the brutes are, separate from the Covenant, and they've got their own things, they're going to be making their own weapons. So we got the Skewer. So the cool thing about this gun, you can pin your opponent's grenades to the ground if you time it correctly. So if you try to shoot them with it at the same time to throw a grenade, you're going to see that you're going to pin their grenade down to the ground. Another thing about this gun, it doesn't have too many bullets in it. 1 bullet per magazine after you shoot it. It's basically a rod that you're lining up here. And I believe, it happened a couple times in the beta. I thought my VOD froze for a second there. No, it's actually the game. If sometimes it would just freeze for some reason. But yeah, the Skewer is, the bullet is basically a metal rod. You shoot it at someone, it's an instant kill. It doesn't matter if you shoot them in the big toe or the middle finger. It will kill them instantly, full shields or what. I didn't get a chance to shoot anyone with it when they had an overshield, so I'm not sure if it's a one-shot kill when they have overshield. Probably not. It'll probably make them a one-shot. But this gun is not too easy to use. It doesn't matter if you're trying to no-scope with it or scope. It is equally difficult to use, and rightfully so, especially if it's going to be a one-shot kill. I think it was Lethal that was thinking that this gun should replace the railgun in competitive play. I don't know about that, maybe. But yeah, I'm not sure how having a railgun was a one-shot kill, and it wasn't too easy to use. So I guess maybe. The skewer has probably the same amount of bullets in it that a railgun has, so I don't know, maybe he's onto something. So yeah, you reload after each shot, and that's about it. Next we're going to go on to the other brute gun called the Ravager. Now this thing is a freaking beast. It's a strong plasma burst gun. It goes ba-da-da, ba-da-da. And then you can do it 2 times, and then you have to vent it, or you can do it after the first one. Now you don't have to vent the gun after it overheats. In fact, it's probably better if you vent it before it overheats, because the overheat animation is longer than the venting animation. So the Ravager is, it's the same 3-shot burst as like a battle rifle or whatever. And the bullet drop on it is huge, so you're going to be using it at close range, if you're maybe mid-range. And then the cool thing about this gun is you don't have to fire it in bursts. If you want to, you can charge it. You can hold down the right trigger, and it'll charge it into a big ball of plasma, and you shoot it like a grenade or a grenade launcher at your enemy, and it'll just splash on them or splash on the ground, and you'll see this ember, this fire, and your enemy is going to be just burning, ticking away, just like if you play Apex and you throw a thermite at them, they're going to be ticking away just like that. As long as they stand in this pool of plasma fire, they're going to be losing health and ticking away. So it's a really good gun. It's a 2-burst kill. It's pretty OP. Now, when you think of a power weapon, you think of the Ravager. It is pretty insane, not gonna lie. It does have a long overheat, so you don't want to overheat this gun. And that's about it for that. And then we've got the M41 Spunker, also known as the rocket launcher. Not too much to be said here. It's just the classic rocket launcher. They're not going with that stupid design from Halo 5, thank God. It's basically the Halo 3 rocket launcher. It sounds stronger. People were complaining that it seems a little weaker, especially with the splash damage. I do have to kind of agree there. Sometimes it felt like too many times I was shooting someone, pretty close. They were pretty close to the rocket when it exploded, and it felt like I should have killed them, but it made them a one-shot. So I'm not sure if they dialed back on the damage or if the splash damage is not as wide range as it was in previous Halo games, but either way, it's still good. It's still, two rockets per reload, and nothing new with it really. And the last weapon that we saw in the beta is the Gravity Hammer, which is only on this map, Recharge. It is insanely strong. It sounds insanely powerful, but it is the heaviest hammer that we've had in a Halo game. Probably not too good with Griffball. If they come out with Griffball in this game, Griffball fans are probably going to be a little disappointed. The animation is really long compared to any past Halo game. When you have it equipped and your guy swings it into the air to hit the ground, it's a pretty long animation. But it is a cool animation, and when it hits the ground, it actually has kind of like a sonic boom where you can see this wave, this like white wave, and it looks pretty cool. Other than that, that's it for the weapons. One thing I did want to say about the weapons, as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone that has played the beta, they are using the Halo 2 spawn system. What that means is, in Halo 2, let's say you have the rocket launcher. You grab it, you use all the ammo, and sometimes you still have it on you, right? You haven't picked up a weapon or whatever. In Halo 2, if you hold on to the rocket launcher, even if it's empty, it will not spawn until you get rid of it. So it actually has to be deleted from the map in order for it to spawn. So it doesn't matter if it's been 3 minutes, 5 minutes, it won't spawn until that person has gotten rid of it completely. And that's how it is for every gun in this game, I'm pretty sure. Maybe only for the power weapons, because I did feel like sometimes I would come back to a spawn that I just grabbed the battle rifle from, and there'd be ammo again there. So maybe it's only for power weapons, but we'll have to check that. Maybe it's a glitch. Maybe it's not working as intended. There were quite a few glitches in the beta. I got pretty lucky though. I didn't have as much trouble playing this game as some other people. Now we're going to be going into the abilities, and I've got some fantastic news for you guys. We've only got 3 abilities in this game. That's right, 3. Sprint, slide, and clamber. There's no ground pound. There's no stabilizer. There's no thrust. There's no Spartan charge. It is just pure skill. Yes, it would be nice if sprint, slide, and clamber out of the game, because in my opinion, they do take skill out of the game. But you know what? Those other 4 are completely it just destroys the integrity of competitive Halo. So I can deal with 3. I can deal with sprint. I can deal with slide and clamber. That's fine. You can't kill anyone with sprint. You can't kill anyone with slide or clamber. So we're good. But let's talk about them. So sprint, to me, I mean, you can see me running around. I feel like it doesn't feel right. I actually liked the way that sprint looked in Halo 5, where, especially when you had the pistol out, your guy would be running with only the pistol being in one hand, and then when you aim down the sides, it's in 2. I don't like the way it looks with him running and holding the pistol with 2 hands. There's something about it just feels clunky to me, and hopefully it gets smoothed out. Maybe I'm tripping, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Now here's a thing that's, kind of makes me feel a little meh. You can regain your shields and health while sprinting. Now this was a big problem in, what was it, Halo 4? I feel like people were complaining about it, and they changed it in Halo 5 where you had to stop moving in order for your health to shields to come up. So they went back on it, but it feels like it's not as fast. I don't know. It feels different. So maybe it'll be okay. But yeah, they did go back on that. You can regain your shields and health now while sprinting. Now we're gonna go over to slide. Now when I'm running, you may be seeing me kind of slide and then jump, kind of like Apex, and that's because the slide in this game feels really, really nice. It feels really good. There is a setting in settings. If you go there is a setting where you can have maintain sprint on. The reason why it's good to have maintain sprint on is because you can do your slide combos. Now, what do I mean by slide combos? So, slide in this game is a lot better than it was in Halo 5. Let's say, if you played... Now, this is for the people that have played the beta. If you know what I'm talking about, on Livewire, there's a tower that is opposite to where you spawn. You go on the top of it, you keep sprinting, and you jump, and you're still sprinting. Even though you're in the air, you're still sprinting. Because as long as you have maintain sprint on, because the game is still going to save your momentum and your speed of sprint. And there's a little ramp that you can land on. You land on that, and you what do you want to call it? You bring back your sprint. You start sprinting again as soon as you hit that ramp, and you slide at the same time. So make sure you slide, and then you jump afterwards, and boom, you're going to go flying. So yeah. If there's any ramps, slopes, stairs, and you can combo it with your slide and your sprint. All you gotta do is jump from a decent amount of distance, and then the momentum from your maintain sprint and from the distance of where you're jumping from, the height, the altitude, you're gonna slide down it, and you're gonna pick up even more momentum. So you can move around the map faster, so you can get a crazy sniper clip, whatever. So that's a lot of fun. Even if you're not jumping, you can slide down the stairs pretty fast too. So it's more realistic than it was in Halo 5. And then last one's clamber. Nothing new here. It's it's the same clamber. If you can't make a jump, all you gotta do is clamber, and yeah, you're good. Now we're gonna be going on to equipment here. As you see, the sniper. you know, I'm just trying to no scope because I already know I'm not going to be able to really hit my shots while, you know, scoping in. One thing I wanted to say about the sniper, you can't scope. It's still the Halo 5 sniper to where if you reload and then a YY, you have to wait a second before scoping in again. It's kind of annoying. I know it sucks, whatever, but it is what it is. So now we're going to be going on to equipment. So far, we've only got 3 equipment to deal with. The first one is a drop wall. Now, the drop wall, you can... Now, in terms of visualization, think of the bubble shield from Halo 3 along with the deployable Covenant, I don't know, what do you want, you know, contraption where it's that, like, blue shield that you can, like, crouch behind, and it feels like it's, like, you know, trying to, like, kind of coming over you a little bit. It's got that blue shield. So with the bubble shield and deployable cover combined, it's basically what the drop wall is. Now the funny thing about the drop wall is it's very weak. You know, you don't have to shoot the wall to bring down the wall, even though 2 shots from a pistol, I think 1 shot from a BR takes down a patch. There's like 8 squares, 8 to 12 squares on a drop wall. And yeah, so shooting it a couple times is going to take down one of the squares, so you can shoot the person behind it. But why waste your time doing that when you can take out your sidekick or your pistol, and 1 bullet from that at the power core, from where the shield comes from, it just destroys it instantly. So it's that's why I'm saying it's kind of like the deployable cover from Halo 3, because to destroy the deployable cover, all you had to do was shoot the power core from where the shield came from. But in Halo 3, it took quite a few shots to destroy it. As you can see, that bot was using a drop wall. So yeah, the drop wall is like, you know, it's a helpful thing. You know, it's not some strong, you know, and then you see my teammate using it there. It's just a help. You know, a little bit of assistance for like 1, maybe if you get lucky, 2 fights, and that's it. And I think you can hold, as you can see, I'm holding 1 there on the bottom right. The HUD actually looks pretty good. I like the HUD, how they organize everything. It's a little bit different though, you know. Grenades used to be in the top left or whatever, but you know, they switched things around. But it didn't bother me too much. Just gotta get used to it a little bit. So yeah, the drop wall is kind of cool, but it's not some, you know, an impenetrable shield to hide behind. Just use it for a second and then dip on out. But you can hold, like, I think you can hold like up to 5, maybe 3 of them. And then we've got the grapple shot. So the grapple shot, it can be used to grapple weapons to you, but you can't grapple towards a weapon unless your grapple is attached to something other than the gun. So, you know, let's say on recharge, you try to use it on the gravity hammer. You're gonna if you aim it at the gravity hammer is gonna come to you. You're not gonna go towards the gravity hammer. So hopefully that is easy to understand. And we saw it in the trailer before they were planning on releasing the game last holiday, where Master Chief grappled fusion coil to him. So that's kind of how it works. How he didn't go towards the coil came to him. But if you use it on a wall or whatever, you're going to be doing that. Now, the best way that I've seen to use the grapple shot is you kind of want to pretend like you're Spider-Man. So you want to run up and you want to shoot your grapple shot as high onto a wall or a building as you can, so you can swing. You know, you can swing as far as you can and for as long as you can, and that's going to make you unpredictable. You're going to be able to get behind somebody. You're going to backsmack him or whatever. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's probably the most it's the funnest equipment piece to use, even though there's 3 of them. There's probably going to be more though. And it's a 1 second cooldown too, so that's another reason why you can be Spider-Man. You use it, you're in the air. And I think it's a little less than 1 second. I think it's like 0.8 seconds or something. But yeah, so you're in the air, you can use it again, and you can hold 5 of them, I believe. And last but not least, we have the threat detector, also known as the sensor dart from Call of Duty Blackout. When they first had the first battle royale that came out for Call of Duty, one of the pieces of equipment or tactical you could use was a sensor dart. You shot it in a certain area, and then if there were enemies in the area, it would come up on your map and it would show. But this isn't Call of Duty, so it works a little bit differently. It's kind of like a mini Promethean vision from Halo 4. So you shoot it in a general area, and if people are there or if they walk in it, then you're going to be able to see them through the wall in a red colored in kind of outline thing. But the cool thing, and I feel like the way you should be using the threat detector, is you need to shoot it. It's very sticky. It can stick on walls or whatever. Shoot it at your teammates. It will stick onto them. All they have to do is run towards people and stuff, and you're good to go. But it's pretty balanced. If it's getting shot in your direction, you can hear it, you can see it. I didn't really think the bots used it, so I'm not sure. You could probably destroy it if you shoot it a couple times. But yeah, that's the equipment. Those are the 3 equipments. Pretty cool. And then we're going to be moving on to the maps. There was something I wanted to say that I didn't add to my notes. I forgot what it was. It was on the tip of my tongue. What was it? Hopefully it'll come back to me. Well, I mean, I'm probably going to miss some information here. There's a lot. This beta was pretty decent. Okay, so first map is Livewire, which you just saw me play on. So how to describe Livewire? It is sort of a... Hold on, let me skip the VOD here. I think I went to take a piss or something. As I'm skipping though, Livewire is kind of like a training ground facility. It's a very small map. I feel like they designed it only to go up against bots. I did like it though. So if they could, now the thing about this game is there's a ragdoll effect. And the funny thing about the ragdoll effect is when you meleeed or got killed by a melee, you would go flying sometimes. Your body would go flying outside the map, the bot's body would go flying, and it would just be crazy. And the cool thing about that is you can actually see the outside of Livewire. So there's actually tons of buildings and areas that they built outside of Livefire, not Livewire. Livewire was the website where you could download music. Livefire, on the outside of Livefire, there are tons of buildings and areas that 343 built that aren't being used. So they could just easily expand the death barrier or whatever, and we could have a pretty decent sized 4v4 map that I think would work pretty well. So I definitely like Livefire. It's fun and stuff. Let me just see here. How long is the video so far? We've got 32 minutes. All right. I don't care how long it is. There's lots to talk about. So, let's see here. Hold on. I'm going through the weapons here. Okay. So Livefire, not much talking about. Top mid, you've got the skewer that spawns there, sniper. Right side, you've got the overshield, the camo. The back tower, nothing really spawns there. I think a storm carbine, a storm carbine. What's it called? And then you spawn in the garage. You got your battle rifles and needlers that spawn there. And then on the left side, you can fall off the map. I didn't fall off the map. Thankfully, I didn't really go over there too much actually. We were kind of. I feel like most people were trying to get them to spawn over there because the bots were pretty fucked when they were over there. But yeah, it's just a little small little map here. Here it is right here. You can see it. Yeah, it's a cute little map, and I like playing on it. Now we're gonna go talk about Recharge. So Recharge is kind of I don't know if you want to say it's a mix between Foundry and Construct. If you get up high enough, it's like it's a 2-layer, 3-layer map. You kind of want to control the top of OS where I don't know, it almost looks like the inside of the Infinity when you're playing on that mission in Halo 4 where your first time is into the Infinity ship is when you're in that tank. But yeah, it looks like some kind of assembly hall, warehouse facility where they make weapons or whatever. You know, you've got the gravity hammer, you've got BRs everywhere, and commandos. But I don't really think it'll work well for competitive, because it kind of reminds me of this one DLC map in Halo Reach I can't remember the name of, and there was just so many hallways and so much cover, and I don't like it. And the only map that I like that has a lot of cover is the pit, because they made it work. You know, you can go through long haul, green, training, bridge, underbridge, OS, sword. And on recharge, there's not as many ways to get around the map and stuff, and there's too many hallways. You know, sometimes it takes a bit to get to your teammates. I don't think it'll work well for competitive play. I'm not really a fan of it. You know, but you know, it's all right. It is what it is. I like 2 out of the 3 maps though, and you know, recharge. You know, some people are probably gonna like it. You know, the close quarters and everything, but me. I kind of like it open like this on live fire, where, you know, there's a little bit of cover here and there. You've got sandbags and stuff, but then you got this side over here where it's completely open, and you've got the little dummies there and stuff. And then the last map is going to be Bazaar. Now, what's bizarre about Bazaar is this is basically Dust or Dust 2 from CSGO, if you guys have played CSGO. I haven't played CSGO. But I've watched enough people play CSGO to where I know as soon as I stepped on this map, I was like, hello, CSGO? Is that you? The door, all you gotta do is Google Dust 2, and you can look at a side-by-side picture with Bazaar, and I mean, they even have the freaking chickens, for Christ's sake. The freaking chickens are running around. They kind of look like alien chickens. Kind of look like mini, those mini birds from the Halo Reach campaign, the first mission that you play, and you can kill them, but miniature ones. So yeah, they got the chickens. They got like the open and closed doors. Like one like it's a double door. One's open, one closed. And yeah, just the hallways, the alleyways. It's Dust 2 from CS:GO. There's no doubt about it. But it's a really fun map. I like it. You know, you got your rocket launchers, you got your grapples, your threat detectors. It's a very symmetrical map. I love symmetrical maps. I mean, kind of in a way, you could compare it to Midship, because where the rocket launcher spawns, it is higher up than the other side. So I mean, you could say that's Carbine and all that, but it's a stretch. But kind of describing the map, if you play a Halo 2 campaign, the outskirts campaign level where, you know, Sergeant Johnson is invincible, and then you have all these Jackals and Covenant and drones, and you have that turret, and then the hunters smash their way out of that door. It's basically that theme. But more so than anything else, it's definitely Dust 2 from CSGO. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, you've got alleyways, and what I feel like a lot of people do is when you get from your side of the base and you're pushing the middle, there are these, I don't know, rooms or whatever, and they lead to the balcony, and you want to control the balcony. Maybe have 2 people on the rocket launcher spawn. And then you have another person with a battle rifle on one of the balconies, and then like the 4th person will be maybe bottom mid, because there is bottom mid, but there's also like a little platform that you can stand on bottom mid. It's a really interesting map. I like it though. So overall, the maps are pretty good. I don't really like Recharge, but I like Livefire and Bazaar, so there's hope that most of the maps in Halo Infinite are going to be good. Now, let's talk about the UI. UI for me is big. You don't use it as much as, you know, you're playing the game and stuff, but it's huge. Now you can look at the UI right here before the map starts. It's pretty clean, it's pretty smooth, cut, clear. You can see how long it's going to take for the match to start. You know, you've got your battle pass level, you've got your gamer tag, your service record. I mean, not your service record, your service tag. Now that's the one thing that we are unable to do in the beta. They didn't give us the chance to mess with our personal settings. So I don't know if they're going to have I'm assuming they're going to have nameplates for Infinite, but we couldn't change our service tag. Everyone got a random one, but you know, it's all good. The UI though is pretty cool. One cool thing that you can do in Infinite that you haven't been able to do in any other Halo game is you can change the color of your opponents, you can change the color of your teammates, and you can also change the color of your fire team members. So what I did was I made no, you can't change the color entirely. As you can see, the bot that I just killed, he was blue but with a red outline. It's the outline of the guys. So I made my teammates lime green, and you can kind of see that, and then I made the outline for the blue guys red. Red as in, you know, they're a threat, they're an enemy, things like that. And then I made my fire team members yellow. I think it wasn't working as intended because I couldn't really see the yellow outline for some reason. But yeah, it's pretty cool that you can change the colors. Especially if you're colorblind too. That could probably help for colorblind people. But overall, I'd say the UI is very clean, easy to maneuver. There are an insane amount of settings in settings, tons of options, a lot of stuff that I'd never even heard of before. You know, I know what VSync is. I know what is it? The infrared is, but there are some that I've never even heard of before. So I just turned it all off, and this is what the game looks like with all that stupid shit turned off, and I think it looks pretty goddamn good. So I'm not going to worry about that. Now, in terms of sensitivity and all that, here's the bad news. Okay, you want the good news or the bad news? I'll give you the bad news. The bad news is heavy aim is still in Halo. And the reason why it's bad that heavy aim is in Halo is because tuning your sensitivity is going to be harder than ever. Because while your horizontal is pretty good and pretty accurate, your vertical is slow as shit. So right now in this gameplay, I think I'm on 8 vertical and 6 or 6.5 horizontal, something like that. But it didn't matter to me. It didn't matter how high I turned up vertical. It would still be slow as shit. It felt like I was playing on 1 or 2 vertical sensitivity. So hopefully they get that fixed. I doubt they're going to fix it, though. Why do I doubt they're going to fix heavy aim? Because people have been bitching about it since mid-Halo 5. And every pro bitched about it. And for some reason, I don't know if they just can't figure out how to fix it or if they don't give a fuck, but they need to fix it because it's really bad. Like, we need the sensitivity to be as smooth as Halo Reach or Halo 3 or whatever. You know, like, when they first came out with, you know, you can change your dead zone, you can change your vertical and your horizontal, and it's separate now. They overcomplicated things. I think that's why we got heavy aim now, is because they added so many different settings and so many different ways to, you know, change how your guy moves in the game that they're just overlapping and they're fucking each other over. So hopefully that gets fixed. Personally, I didn't have that many problems with aiming in Halo Infinite. It may look like I'm sucking with the pistol, but that's because I'm just trying to get used to it. It's, you know, when I first was playing with the pistol, I was treating it like the Halo 5 pistol, and that's not what you want to do in Infinite. It's a totally different weapon. The best, if you want to get good with the sidekick or the pistol in Halo Infinite, the best advice I can give you is just don't give a fuck. Fire that bitch as fast as you can, unless you're trying to shoot at long range. Then, you know, pay attention to the bloom. But yeah, you want to fire it as fast as you can in mid-range or close range, and just don't give a fuck. And you're gonna get your kill. That's the best way I can describe of how I was using it. So yeah, the UI gets a big thumbs up for me. Now let's talk about the bots for a second. The bots are they're some savages, but they're also some freaking idiots at the same time. They don't miss. They really don't miss their shots. I mean, sometimes they do, but most of the time they don't miss their shots. And yeah, the Needler is OP. Do you see how fast I kill those guys with a Needler? That's crazy. So yeah, for the most part, they don't miss. They melt you. They're savages. Their strafes are insane. The strafes that they do, we can't do. Human beings cannot do these strafes that these guys were doing. I don't know what the hell they were, you know, smoking crack or whatever. They do pay attention to radar. If you walk behind a bot, they will try to ninja you. These bots ninja people. They're crazy. Their grenade placement is overpowered. I mean, it's just crazy. Every time I threw a grenade, I got hit by it. It's like they know what you're going to do. They're inside your mind. They push power weapons. They push overshield. They push camo. That's good. The thing now we're going to go to the cons of them. The cons is they glitch up in place. You know, sometimes I'd come around a corner or whatever, I'd see a bot on my motion sensor, my radar, and then they're not even shooting me. They're glitching out, they're running in place, they're looking at the ground. Some of them would just be jumping in place. They're not using clamber. So yeah, they're pretty good, but they need a little bit more work. I honestly didn't see any legit games where the bots won. I mean, I'm sure maybe some shitters were playing and the bots beat them, especially on Spartan difficulty, which is supposed to be platinum difficulty or platinum ranked. But yeah, with the games I played, I think the most kills they got was 10, maybe 15. Who knows? I mean, honestly, you probably could 1v4 them if you're good. Let's see here. What else? Okay, another problem with them is, let's say one of the guys, you know, hits me 6 shots in the body with a side kick, the pistol. I'm one shot now. Now I'm gonna get behind cover. As soon as I get behind cover, it doesn't matter how close the bot is to me. For whatever reason, he will forget about me and he'll go run somewhere else. He won't push me when I'm one shot. That's a problem with the bot. So hopefully they get that fixed. Overall, they just need to be smarter. They've got the individual skill down. They just need to be smarter. They need to retain information. They need to push me when I'm one shot and finish me off, etc. So yeah, 3v3 is definitely on something when they made these bots. I will say this though: if my teammate quits out and gets replaced by a bot, I will actually feel pretty good about it. The bots are not too bad. Now, we're going to be going on to the new medals. I'm not going to be naming every medal because there's so many medals, so I'm just going to be doing the new medals. I probably missed some. Oh well. First one we've got is Grand Slam. A Grand Slam is basically a 2-for-1 with the hammer. And then we've got 360, which is any kill with a sniper or a skewer. I think you can get with it too. You do a 360, and then right after your 360, you kill somebody. I don't know if it has to be a headshot or a body shot, but you get the 360, and the announcer will actually say it. And then we've got a back smack, which is a new medal. There's no more assassinations. Assassinations are out. Assassination animations are out as well. They're gone, kaput. I think 3v3 said they did it because they were tired of seeing people accidentally assassinate other people in competitive play and dying because of it, something like that. There's a medal called Boxer. I'm not 100% sure how you get the Boxer. It might be getting multiple kills with melee. Who knows? And then we have a Marksman. And it shows whenever you get a Marksman, it shows the weapon shape of the battle rifle. So I think it is just getting a headshot kill with the BR. Maybe it's a 4-shot kill. I'm not sure. My favorite one, just because of the way that the announcer says it, is off the rack. He's like off the rack. Off the rack is pretty much killing someone with a gun you just picked up. It probably has to be like a second or two after you pick it up, and then the dude will say off the rack. And then we've got remote detonation, which is killing an enemy by shooting their grenade, which we finally have medal for it now. And then we have yard sale. Yard sale is where you kill an opponent with a power weapon, and they're also fully stocked. Now, when I first saw this, it was a little confusing with the wording, but basically, let's say that the next bot that I kill, he's got full grenades, full equipment, full everything, and I kill him with a power weapon. Then the dude will say yard sale. I don't think I got any yard sales actually when I was playing, but that's an interesting medal. Now, someone was saying that yard sale, you could say if you look deep into it, It might be a little bit reaching here, but Yard Sale could indicate that we are going to be getting a battle royale for Halo Infinite. And the reason I say that is because just listen to it. Yard Sale. Kill an opponent with a power weapon with them having full inventory. Now, when you think inventory, you think battle royale. But maybe it's just we're just assuming there. The next one is going to be Cluster Luck. I'm not sure if Cluster Luck was in Halo 5. It might have been, but anyway, Cluster Luck is where you kill 2 more people with a grenade. And then we have Odin. Odin is a new medal where you kill 3 opponents with 1 threat detector. So you use 1 threat detector and you get 3 kills, and those 3 kills are associated with just the assistance of 1 threat detector. Now, hate it, love it, doesn't matter. These are going to be some new kill streaks. So, Untouchable, which is 25 kills without dying, is going to be replaced by Nightmare. And then Invincible, which is 30 kills without dying, is going to be replaced with Boogeyman. I don't know if they're going to keep Inconceivable, which is 35 without dying, but Unfriggin' Believable is being replaced with Demon, which is 40 without dying. So that's interesting. And then we have the medal Gunslinger. I'm not sure what Gunslinger is. It might be getting kills with multiple guns without dying. I'm not sure. And then the last one we're going to talk about is Bomber. Sorry, my voice is getting a little raspy here. So Bomber is getting a double kill with a rocket launcher, I believe. I'm not sure. Because it has to do with a rocket launcher, but I'm not sure if it's a double kill or not. Okay, so last but not least, just some random things to talk about here. And I mean random. So, weapons can get stuck in the ceiling if you die while using the grapple. So, let's say someone is grappling towards you, and they've got a rocket launcher or whatever, and you kill them before the grapple animation has stopped. That rocket launcher could fling into the ceiling and be stuck there, and you won't be able to grab it. So I saw that a couple times with a hammer on Recharge. Not sure how frequent or how consistent that is, but it does happen. You can stick your teams with a threat detector, as I said. There's another medal that I wanted to talk about, but I wanted to leave it in miscellaneous because there's a pretty big description on why this is called this. So, we finally have a name to a 2-for-1 with a sniper rifle. They're going to be calling it a Quigley. Now, you could be like, what the hell is a Quigley? So, basically, there was a 90s movie set in Australia, and it was called Quigley Down Under. And basically, the movie was about Tom Selleck, who, popular actor. He plays a character in the Old West that has an exceptional accuracy with his custom long rifle or sniper rifle, and that's why they're going to call it a Quigley. Grenade hit markers are only going to be in social and unranked. So to add skill to the game, you're not going to know if your grenade hits somebody or not in competitive play, and I love that. Like I said, assassinations are out. They're gone, kaput. Insta-sploding is back. It's not as easy to do as Halo 3, just because I feel like the aesthetic or the animation of the plasma grenade isn't as it's not as eye candy-y. I don't know how you want to describe it. It doesn't. It's not as obvious. So it's kind of harder to see plasma grenades in this game, is what I'm trying to say. So it's not as easy to insta-splode, but you can still do it. What else we got here? As you can see, the post-game stat sheet is clean, it's organized, you've got your accuracy, your damage dealt, all that, but it's not the traditional stat sheet that we've seen from basically every single Halo game, so I really hope they change that, where you can see your stuff, you can see your teammate stuff, your enemy stuff, and let me go back a second here. Let me just pause it and make sure that there wasn't an option to go to your teammates or your enemy stats. I don't think there is. There's no other sheets, because usually you see like bubbles down here that's saying that there's like 3 pages or whatever. There's nothing. And then you see the winner, duration of the map, score. Yeah, so that's a little disappointing. I hope they fix that. Because you wanna do that, you know. Maybe your buddy's on the other team and they go -20. You want to make fun of them, you know. Okay. Now this might have been a glitch. I'm pretty sure it's a glitch in the beta. But sometimes frag grenades, I don't know if it's only frag grenades, but sometimes they flash players, just like a flash grenade in Call of Duty. So that was kind of annoying, but it didn't happen too much, but sometimes it did. Now something that's kind of annoying to me is there's an annoying dinging sound after every kill, and I know it's there just to let you know that it's a confirmed kill, but it's annoying. How to describe the dinging? It's basically like every time you see me get a kill, just think of a ding. It's basically like that. It's like ding, which is kind of annoying. I understand why it's there, but I have 2 eyes and I have ears. I can hear them die. I can see them die. I don't need a sound letting me know that it's a confirmed kill. One of my favorite things about Halo Infinite is the ragdoll effect. Now the bodies in this game are so funny. You melee kill somebody and they go flying a mile or 2. Hopefully they keep the ragdoll effect. It's pretty funny, pretty realistic. The animation when somebody dies, the body falling and everything, it's pretty realistic. It's pretty cool. Hopefully they keep it. Now, I think they need to do a medal rework. Now, maybe maybe because it's the beta, they just try to get the medals out as fast as possible. But I think that they need a medal rework. Now, you see when I kill somebody, the information of who I killed, and it's like 100 points for a kill. It's right in the middle of the screen. Maybe I'll get a medal here. No, didn't pick up the double kill. But if you see me get medals, they pop up in the middle of the screen. They're not in the bottom left-hand corner like they were in previous Halo games. I think they should go back to that. And not only that, but my favorite art style of the medals was in Halo Reach, when you looked at the double kill, the triple kill, whatever, and they were a little scuffed, a little dirty because of how long they've been around in Halo games, how many double kills people have gotten, triple kills. Yeah, you see the killing stream medal? It's in the middle of the screen. It doesn't look that good. They're tiny, dinky. That needs to be in the bottom left or something. So hopefully they rearrange the HUD, or hopefully they give the players an option in the settings to move around the medals. Maybe we could have them in the top right corner if we wanted to. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to say is if you look in the top right corner right now, you can see the ping. I think it's because they're bots that maybe we're playing on LAN. I'm not sure, but I think that's going to be where you see your ping to the server. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. That was pretty much the preview of the beta. Other things to talk about. You still have the callouts in the bottom left-hand corner. On the right corner of the motion sensor, I'm at attic right now. I just dropped down to batteries. And then it's 20 meters. Bottom right hand corner, you've got your gun, you've got how much ammo you have, and then the reserves, your grenades, your equipment, all your stuff's there. In the middle of the screen, on the top, you've got your shield, and there is a health bar. It's very hard to see, especially when your shields are full, but it is there. It's a little tiny bar. And then in the bottom of the screen, you've got the score, which is pretty clean. You've got Eagle, Team Eagle versus Team Cobra, which it's kind of stupid, to be honest with you. I wish they would have gotten rid of that ever since Halo 4. Oh yeah, there's the kill attack with the commando. I love this gun; it's amazing. Ever since then, they've had these, Team Pig versus Team Dog. It's just like, can we stop with that shit? It's red team versus blue team. Give me a break. But anyway. And then the respawn, that's pretty clean. You can spectate your teammates while you're dead. That's pretty cool with the right triggers instead of the D-pad. So yeah, a lot of things have changed, but overall, I give this game a thumbs up. I think 3v3 has done a really nice job. Everything that I wish they would change, it's not a game breaker for me. Even if they don't change anything that I think they should change, besides the heavy aim, It's not a deal breaker. It's not a game breaker. I think this game is going to be really fun, really enjoyable. It's going to be a lot better than Halo 5. I really feel like it is. It's been a long time since I've had this much fun playing a Halo game. Some people played it for 40 hours. They had 40 hours in the beta just playing against bots. That's how much fun it is. Only 2 hours did they have it to where we could play against other people, but it's all good. I understand they want to test with the bots. They want to make sure that they're foolproof, and they're working good. So I get that. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have another flight, and you know, maybe they'll have some new stuff. Who knows? You know, this game is probably gonna come out sometime in November. Hopefully they don't delay it again. I think it is pretty close to being finished. Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoy this video, and you know, hopefully I gave you guys some good information. And you're excited for this game. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. If you want to correct me, if I got something wrong or whatever, also leave that in the comment section below. I'll be streaming later today, playing some Apex. New season just came out. And I'll catch you guys later. And I think I'm going to make another cool video tomorrow. It's going to be like a 5-minute video, but I got something planned. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.